Hello, my name is Lizzie. I'm going to encourage you to take some time out for your well-being through doing some origami. Just folding paper can be such a delightful way of focusing your mind and finding what's possible with so little. This is really offered for patients and also staff at my hospital, UCLH, but anyone can use this and I hope you might find it useful. There's a whole library of films. So this time I thought I'd offer a very traditional piece of origami. It's called a tato and it's really about folding paper around something like a kimono. So something very special would be wrapped up in this, but it makes a beautiful envelope or wrapping to be able to put something inside, or you can just enjoy it as it is. So I'm going to be showing you how to do this. Very simple. All you need to do, go and get yourself some paper. If you have something like wrapping paper or origami paper, this would be ideal because you get this different colours. So one side of the paper and then you get the other, or you can decorate it yourself, and I'm going to do that. This comes actually from a wonderful traditional book that I was given in Japan about traditional origami. So grab that paper. I will show you how to make a square, decorate it and fold it. So let's get going. It's a nice simple one. So I'm going to take my A4 piece of paper and maybe fold it in half. But obviously if you had a bigger gift, you could actually do a really big piece of wrapping paper. So I'm simply folding my piece of paper in half, and a good strong fold, let out that stress. And then all you need to do is undo it, do a little rip. I'm just starting by showing you how to make a square. That's it. And I do enjoy a little bit of ripping as well. So I'm just going to make a square, take this corner, line it up and just enjoy going slowly. I think when you go slowly, you're slowing yourself down and you can just relax. Enjoy each of these little folds, the shapes, the feeling of it. I'm going to remove this rectangle. So turning it over, bringing it back. And a good strong fold like so. Okay, and opening it up, another little neck, and this means that you are hopefully left with what looks like a square. It is a square. If you turn it now to the back, I'm just going to really briefly add some patterns to it. It can be just really quick. I really enjoy doing something like this. Make it unique. Obviously got origami paper, do use that. It's also to show you, if you have got origami paper or wrapping paper, which side is the white or plain side and which is the patterned. Right, so I'm going to now turn over to the right side. Now if you've made your own origami paper, you've already got that diagonal line, but if you haven't, then please do that. I'm then going to turn it, just slightly moving it around, and I'm going to do the other diagonal line, like so. Lovely. And then open up. And we're going to take each of these points and bring it to the middle. It's going to look a bit like a fortune teller at this point. It's very pleasing. I love it when things coming together. It feels very enclosing and lovely. Very elegant. There we go. And I love how the patterns start coming together as well. Even though I did so incredibly simple, it's looking beautiful, isn't it? And just enjoy the light and the dark and the shadow, and that in itself is a beautiful thing. Right, our next move, nice and simple. We're going to take the inside point and bring it up to the top, keeping it all in the middle like this for each side. So bringing it up, keeping it in the middle, be nice and precise obviously, so the points at the outside, and we're doing this on every side. Now there is something about tattoos which is always quite fun, and it makes them a little bit tricky, is at the very end getting it all to lock together. And I still find that tricky, but it's also what makes it really rather lovely. You will see. So that's what it's looking like. Could almost be a little box already. So as it is, take out each side like so. Take them out. There we go, and I love just rotating it like that as well. And next we're going to take this outside and bring it to that middle line. So I'm going to take this and fold it down like so. You see? And then moving it around to the next side and doing the same thing. We're almost there. I told you it's a simple one this week, but it's rather lovely. And rotating it around outside to the middle. Okay, and encouraging the paper to go. And I love how this little square is forming in the middle. There we go. And then again, the outside to the middle there. There we go. Right, each time we sort of lay one onto the other. So here I need to lay that on, but in order to lock it together, this side needs to tuck underneath that one. And it's always tricky, and I still feel myself like I'm trying to understand how to do it. But if you open it up, you always think of it, one needs to lock underneath the other. And you have to sort of open up the corner. As I said, it's not the easiest. And this is the step which I'm still myself finding quite tricky. But there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm trying to gently encourage that to go under. Make sure you haven't got any wrinkles, and hopefully you can tuck that under. So it means that everything in there is interlocked. And you could sort of open it up like that. Obviously you could use this to wrap something in there. No tape or anything needed. One thing I rather love the thought of, maybe you can almost put in a little thought, a little wish, and blow that into there. I hope you've enjoyed that. That last step is a challenge, isn't it? Because everything else seems so simple, but locking it together is the challenge. I hope you've enjoyed it. Happy folding!